Hi there, happy Friday. So it's not the how that's important, it's the what. So what do I mean by that? Basically what I see, and this is related to my work, which is to design homes, design happy homes, homes that make your heart sing. And the important thing I find is not how you go about doing that, all the technical stuff, like how big is it, how strong is it, what's it made out of, well, that's a what, but how is it built is that same thing but in the how. These things are not as important as what is it that you build. That is the most important thing. And what don't you build, and what do you do instead? In a way, it's the how do you get it, how do you get there, rather than how do you build it, or what are you trying to achieve. That's it really. That's basically everything I wanted to tell you, because what I find is that so many people get so hung up on how, and it just gets you stuck if you don't know first what. And it's the same if you're trying to improve your life in any way, because a house extension or home improvements of any sort, even just buying a new sofa, those things, what you're doing is you are making an improvement to your life. Yes, it might be a physical improvement, but it's going to have this knock-on effect in improving your life. And that is ultimately the important thing. That's what you want to achieve, is a better life. And so that's what I want to help you to achieve, is a better life through having a home that gives you that opportunity to live that better life. It's a home that supports you in living your version of your best life. But what is that best life? What does it look like? And what do you need to be able to create that best life? That's the important question to ask. The what is it that you're trying to achieve? What is going to be the transformation? How will you know that you've achieved that? Not how do you build it? How big is it going to be? How much is it going to cost? Yes, these questions are really important, but they're really easy to answer once you know what you're trying to achieve. What is it you want to get out of it? Those are the most important questions to ask first, because when you have the answer to those what questions, it's then much easier to answer the how. And if you're not sure about the how, but you know what you're aiming for, but you don't know how to get there, that's okay too, because there are so many people who do know that how. The how can be so much easier, and the how is much more about having the skills and the knowledge to be able to deliver the what. But nobody can help you with delivering the what if they don't know what the what is. So, and if you don't really know the how, then when it comes to home design, and this is what I find a lot of the time, this is what happens, is that people come to me and they tell me how they want to change their home. So they will say things to me like, I want to build out to the back of the house, going back 3 meters and the full width of the house. So that's how much they want to build. But what for? What's the purpose of this extension? What's that going to do for your life? What improvement will that deliver for you? That's important. That is in fact the most important, because actually in that case, perhaps this 3 meter back to the garden and full width extension isn't actually going to deliver that what for you. And another how is going to be better. And that's where working with somebody like me, who is an expert in the how and an expert in translating your what, when you tell me what you want, then I can help you to see many different options for the how, because there's never just one option. And that's something that some people have come to me and they said, well, we can only see one way of doing this. This is the only possibility, isn't it? And I'm often thinking, well, no, it's not the only possibility. That there are many, many, many ways to well, what's the I was going to say skin a rabbit. That's one of the phrases, isn't it? There are many ways to achieve your end result, and there are many different things to take into consideration. Your financial situation, your time scale, your other people that you're sharing your life with, what they also want, what is their what. You can have multiple whats. I feel like this is a bit over-laboured, the what and the how, because it's not quite as straight as that. What and how is it? Because some of the hows are the whats and some of the whats are the hows. But I hopefully it's very hopefully it's not too bizarre and confusing what I'm trying to say, and you get what I'm trying to say. Like, if let me know if you do. Hi there, Roz. Hi, Neve. Hi, Jane, and hi, Magdalena. So let me know if you understand what I mean, that the what is your end goal, what you're hoping to achieve out of it, what the transformation is going to be for you. How is that going to make you feel? Okay, there are how questions in there, but the what is the transformation, the outcome. What is the outcome? Rather than, and I'm thinking in terms of the life change for you, rather than the how, the physical built change, because buildings are really easy to manage, to deal with, to handle if you have the training and the knowledge of how to do that. They can seem extremely complicated and difficult and confusing to deal with if you don't have that experience. This is not true for everybody. You know, maybe you have an amazing vision and ability to see what a change is going to look like and how that's going to affect you. But if you struggle with that, if you struggle to read maps, you struggle to understand plans, you struggle with those sorts of things, and you struggle to visualize what something is going to look like, then it's very easy to get very stuck in that how, and you don't need to be stuck in the how. You can get really clear on the what is it that you want out of it. And I don't mean what is it that you want out of it in terms of I want a big open plan kitchen. I mean, what is it that you want out of it in terms of I want a more sociable space, or I want a space that's big enough to be able to safely have my kids cook with me, or I want to be able to supervise my kids doing their homework while I'm doing the cooking, or I want to, feel like I'm not isolated in the kitchen when everybody else is enjoying themselves in the living room when we've got friends around. These are the kind of what do you want, what do you not want anymore? Get clear on those what, and then get somebody like me who can translate that into space. The way that how you reflect that in the space around you, how you can create the space that will deliver those whats for you. That's the how, that if you are struggling with that, you don't need to struggle. You can just let somebody like me deal with that for you, because I see people struggling with this. They go onto forums online and they put questions there like, how do we do this? How can we improve this house? How should we extend this? How, all the time, how? Those are not the questions that they need to be asking. They need to be asking themselves, what do I want? What do I need? And then it's so easy to find somebody like me who can translate those what they want into, okay, how can we do that? How can we create that space that will give that outcome? that's what I wanted to let you know, because I think it's so important, and I see so many people struggling and so many people stuck in the how, and not realizing that the what is important is more important, and knowing the what, you know, just never having focused on it and not having really communicated it or clarified it, really defined it. It's just there, it's in your head, you know what's not working for you, you know what you want, you know what you need. What you don't know is the how to get there. And if you can get clear enough to be able to communicate what it is you want, what it is you need, what it is that's not working for you, then somebody like me can very easily take that information that you communicate and then turn that into a design solution that delivers those, gives you the how. You don't have to spend literally years worrying about how. I see so many people doing this. They spend a lot of time worrying about the how, arguing about the how, not being able to agree on the how, where they don't need to waste so much time and effort and energy on worrying about that. They can just get clear, get out of their head the what, which is the most important thing, which you do already know. It's the stuff that you know already, what you want, what you need. Get that out, get that clear, and get that out for everybody who's involved, everybody who shares your home, everybody who you want to have a solution and transformation from any work you're getting done to your home. And then give that information to me or somebody like me who can translate that for you and give you not just one how, but maybe a couple of different hows, so that you can make sure you get the right one for you. That is going to get you a much better outcome than not communicating the what. And so focusing on the how, doing something but never actually getting what you really wanted, because that is something I see time and time again. And getting clear on the what, letting somebody else help you with the how, will ultimately give you the what that you wanted, rather than the how doesn't give you it at all. Focusing on the how is just not the way to approach it. I know it's a worry. I know it's it's an area of confusion, an area of uncertainty, and it's a sticking point because you don't know, and so you're not sure how to move on from there when you're just looking at this how. And that's where you can get help, you can get unstuck from that. You don't need to be in that place. Hi Pankaj, I hope that's how you say it. You don't need to be stuck there, and you don't need to be worrying and uncertain and trying to figure out what's the solution, how to do this. You don't need to do that. You can just get clear on the what and then get the right people in place who know how to deliver that how for you, so that ultimately you can be satisfied with the result. You're not going to have an expensive mistake. You're not going to feel at the end of the day that you miss some opportunities that you're going to regret, or that you've not really fully satisfied with the end result. And I hear that time and time again from people who have focused on the how and they haven't had the right advice at the very early beginning stages of a project, and so they haven't considered or communicated what. So I hope this is useful. I know that it's maybe seems a little bit strange, a little bit abstract, but I think it's really important to start your project, any home design project, whatever that is, whether that's redecorating, whether that's a huge refurbishment, whether it's a huge extension, whether it's a building a completely new house, whatever home project you are looking at, start with what you want, what you need, and communicate that clearly with the people who can then show you how to do it. That's going to get you the best results. Okay, bye for now.